It has been a week and a half since the murders, and while the search for the killer continues, we have learned a lot about this case. So here is a timeline of events leading up to this point. This all began last Sunday, November 13th, on day one when Moscow police responded to a house on King Road for a report of an unconscious person. There, they found 4 people dead inside. As police investigated, the University of Idaho issued a vandal alert for students to shelter in place because of a homicide investigation. It was later lifted and the school canceled Monday classes. On Monday, day 2, Moscow police identified the victims as Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Kaylee Gonzalez, and Madison Mogan. Police still did not say how or when they died. Tuesday marked day 3. That's when we learned police now believed an edged weapon like a knife was used in what they called an isolated and targeted attack. Students at U of I also returned back to class. On Wednesday, day 4, after days of near silence, Moscow police and the University of Idaho hosted their first press conference. Police confirmed the weapon used was a knife and it had not been recovered. They also said there was no suspect and they could not say there was no threat to the community. However, police still believed it was an isolated and targeted attack.
We are looking at everyone. Every tip we get, every lead we get, there's no one that we're not going to talk to. There's no one we're not going to interview. There's no one that we're not going to look into.
Day 5 was Thursday, and authorities released the autopsy report. According to the Latah County coroner, the manner of death was stabbing, making this a murder investigation. On Friday, day 6, Moscow police released a map and a timeline of the victims' last known whereabouts. The Latah County coroner stated all 4 victims were likely asleep, some with defensive wounds. Each were stabbed multiple times. Moscow police shared they did not believe the surviving roommates nor the man observed in the grub truck surveillance video were involved in the murders. On Saturday, day 7, Moscow police shared more details, including the fact that the 911 call came from inside the house on the cell phones of one of the surviving roommates. We also learned the victims were found on the 2nd and 3rd floor of the house. On days 8 and 9, Moscow police released an update on the murder investigation, adding clarification on some misinformation on social media. And right now, police held another press conference today addressing more rumors and laying out additional resources the state of Idaho is providing for the investigation.